I'm Hugh Bleahen. Welcome to Clifton Farm, where I live here with my wife Margaret and daughter Julia. I'm one of the three Bleahen brothers. Clifton Farm, we have it actually 20 years this month. I suppose the attraction was the trees and the land, and you know, it's been a very lucky farm for us with horses and cattle and livestock in general. We've got about 30 stables here. We're expanding all the time. Lunging ring, walker, wood chip turnout paddocks. So I suppose every year you're trying to expand it a little bit more. I've got a wonderful team here with Niall Malloy, Doreen Harding and Richie Middleton, and just very lucky to have such a team around me all the time. Niall, John and myself have basically variations of each other's setups. This is a design of a shed that we've seen in France maybe 10 or 12 years ago when we started going there first in Monsieur J.P. Dubois. Each pen has a back door to it where the horses, or the foals and 2-year-olds, get out all day, every day during the winter. Hail, rain or shine, they're outside. They get fed in the morning, checked over, let out, and then they come back in at night. Basically, they all get out in paddocks like these. Niall and John and myself, for us this year, Bleahen Brothers, we had our best year on the track. We had 130 winners. We had 5 Grade 1 winners, 5 Grade 2 winners and 4 Grade 3 winners, and a bunch of listed winners. And in amongst those then there were some good 4-year-old point-to-point winners that went on to make some good money at the sales and sold privately. The highlight is the cover boy of this year's Arkle Sale is Dancing City, and you know, the story behind this guy, it typifies a day in France. You know, we might have been on the road, the three of us, for the previous 12 hours and seen absolutely nothing, and you're kind of saying to yourself, what am I doing? And we arrived into Bordeaux with a good friend of ours, Lune Vergette, and we were staying with her that night, and she had a couple of foals there for us to see. And it was late, 10:30 at night, and she had a well-lit barn, and we went out and we looked at them. This guy came out of a stable and we all just looked at each other. So this is lot 367, is Jacinthe Leroy out of Poligny. He's from the family of Voipur Estedes. He's a brother to 2 winners. And he's a horse we think an awful lot of. So this is lot 234. He's by a Finnessy. Comes from a very good breeder in John and Caroline Burke down in Golden. He's a family of Western Rider and Brewing Up a Storm. And a Finnessy has gotten off to a great start out of a Western mare. This is lot 255. He's a Harzand out of Julie's Paddock Walk. He's just an exceptional moving horse. How's Goffs evolve as a sale? You know, they've invested, and they've invested heavily, and you know, they're getting the rewards in the ring and on the track. When Jerry Hogan shows up here in January to look at our horses, you know, it's positivity. He's proactive, and what do you want to do and how can we help, to Mary Kilduff in the office, to Tig, to Connor, or you know, and then you've all the other agents, Neil Walsh, Kevin Ross, Peter Maloney. Like, there's such a team, and they work as a team, and that all feeds back then into the office, like where Nick and Henry and Emer, and it's never, no, we can't do that. It's like, we'll find a way to do it. So I was talking to Niall and John before we started this, and You know, it should really be called the Bleahen family now, because, you know, it's not fair to constrain it to the three brothers, because there's so many moving parts. All we leave this world with is our name and our word, and you just want to leave it intact for the next generation.